From My News 26 and CCTV, it's high school football, coming to you this season from schools throughout the region. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
It's fourth quarter action here from McBain High School in a tough, hard-fought ball game. Kingsley Stags maintaining the halftime lead of 16-14 after a scoreless third quarter. You saw some of the McBain guys stretching out here between the quarter here, Jason. The cramping starting to happen here.
Yeah, you know, it's still fairly warm out, and they started when it was warm, but they're gonna work through it. Kingsley's set to take it on here.
Lots of time for Sealand here. He's got a lot of room. Does what he does really well and just extends the play and turns nothing into about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Yeah,
and actually a really solid job by the Kingsley defense on that.
They pursued him pretty well. Ames was there. Looked like number 50 was there. Jacob Radke.
Nice job by the Kingsley backfield, too, staying with their receivers from McBain.
Yep, so 3rd and 7 here. Since we've turned the lights on, Dan, nobody has scored.
I have a feeling that's going to change here pretty soon. So 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7 here for McBain. Sealand steps back, quick throw, right over the middle to Rodenbaugh, and he is going to be short.
He fumbled it.
Did he fumble it? He did.
He did.
He fumbled it at about the 1 yard line. I think it went into the end zone.
Rolled into the end zone, yep.
I think he was stretching for the end zone. That would be Logan Vandenbos, number 35. Not sure who made the recovery.
Looked like number 23, actually, but I don't see a 23 on here. But, you know
that's a big play right there. That's a nice throw.
I think it's the right call, too. He landed with 2 feet, took a couple steps, and then the ball actually was coming out when he before he hit the ground.
Yeah. Yep. I think he thought he was closer to the end zone than he actually was. But
that's a big play
so
for
Kingsley, because it goes into the end zone, gets the ball to 20. That's a momentum changer.
Yep, McBain's got too many people on the field here, but they'll get it sorted out.
So Kingsley comes out into that tight formation, into zone, right over center.
Counter play here.
And that's Mullen. He's going to get 10 on that.
You know, and Kingsley would like to have about a 7-minute drive here, but they're going to just take their time. Because if they do score and get the 2 point, then they're up 2 scores. So
I think Jason, the first turnover of the game right there. I don't recall another one.
Nope. McBain has fumbled a couple times, but they've gotten
recovered
all of them
their
back.
own.
Yep.
Right up the middle again. He gets 8-9 more yards. That Kingsley sideline is pumped up over there.
That is Caballero, I believe, carrying the ball there.
Yeah, that was Caballero. He got 9. Kingsley gets out of the huddle. They just seem to have a little bit better step to them right on this possession right now.
They can kind of smell that McBain's back on their heels. And
this is going out wide to Mullen, and he's brought down way behind the play right there.
You know,
I think that's number 2 right there. Justin Camphouse.
They ran to the short side of the field there, which they haven't done a ton tonight, but McBain they did a good job in staying home, and sometimes McBain adjusts to the wide side, and they did not on that one.
That'll bring up 3rd and about 4. See what the Stags do on this particular play.
Counter.
To Mullen. Yeah, broke a couple of tackles in there. Mullen slid off of somebody, and I think he's got the first down.
Yeah,
they've given it to him.
Mullen's only a junior, and he does a good job of keeping his feet moving, knowing where the sticks are, and getting the first down. This is where the players that have not played two ways stand out for Kingsley.
1st and 10 from about the 41-yard line. And we've got a whistle here. We got a timeout by McBain.
Hey, get him some water, get a break.
Yep.
Probably not a bad idea.
So, in case you missed it, game started tonight with the opening possession. McBain drives down the field, puts it in the end zone, gets a 2-point conversion. Aiden Mullen, we've just been calling his name the last few minutes. He gets the kickoff for Kingsley, and he scampers about 30 yards. And a little while later, he takes a run into the end zone.
You know, and Intha has done a good job tonight, too.
He has.
He's managed the game pretty well. You know, he's had a couple miscues on offense where the guy went the wrong way, or maybe he turned the wrong way, but he's done a pretty good job with that. You know, and McBain has come back and they don't quit. You know, they were getting the ball moved pretty well on them all the way down, and they catch a bad break and fumble at the 1 and rolls in the end zone. So. Yeah, I mean, they're really one play away from
being up.
Being up, yeah.
So, out of that timeout, 1st and 10 for Kingsley. We'll see what adjustments McBain made right there.
We got a wing on the right side here.
That's Mullen again. I believe that was him. And he's going to get, we got a flag now too. Definitely judging from the Kingsley sideline, it's something against McBain.
Yep, they were a little frustrated on that. And, you know, the Kingsley sideline was cheering pretty well for the play. Looked like McBain was a little frustration foul there.
We'll see what the signal is from our officials here tonight. Again, if you're watching tonight, this game will be rebroadcast Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Personal foul.
Yep. And that's on the Charter Cable Channel 13. It's a big penalty right there, Jason.
Yeah, you know, they did not need that 15 yards the way they were moving it. But you know what, McBain's they're still okay. There's a lot of time.
Oh, a lot
left.
of time. Yep, absolutely.
And they need to just buckle down and play solid defense right here, which they have so far in the third quarter.
In the zone over center here. Takes the snap. Hands it right off there. That's Mullen again. Nice little tackle in the middle there, because if he breaks that one, he goes a ways. He gets 4, maybe 5 yards on that. Camphouse on that tackle. You can see number 55 for McBain coming in right there.
Ian Sousa had a pretty nice block on that. He kind of doubles down on the tackle, and they put him about 10 yards deep.
Yeah, that was Brandon Rose on that tackle, number 52. It's coming to our side on this one. So it looks like he picked up maybe a yard in there, Jason, maybe 2 on that. That's going to bring up a big third down play.
That was Hunter Springberg, number 15, and Hunter's a sophomore, 5'10", sophomore that comes in and gives the starting running backs a little blow, looks like. So we're under 8 minutes left, 7:45, and in the fourth quarter. Pretty tight game here. Kingsley up 16-14, but they are marching right now, and this is a big play for McBain. 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2.
Mullen is not going to get much.
It's going to be close.
McBain kind of had those inside linebackers creeping forward on that, Jason.
It's going to be 4th down, 4th and 1. So, you know, don't count it before it hatches. They were moving the ball, but McBain is one stop away from getting this ball back.
Gut check time here with about 7 minutes to go now. 4th and 1.
And if you're Kingsley, you probably give the ball to Aiden Mullen, or you have a quarterback keeper and just keep it in Intha's own hand. Oh, man, it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's up the middle, and I don't know. McBain is saying no. Kingsley's saying yeah. We'll have to see how it.
All about the spot
Yep.
there.
Oh, it's all sorted out.
Half the time they just guess.
And still no signal, I don't think, Jason.
They're going to measure. Nope, he gave it to him.
Didn't get it. Turnover on downs.
I don't know, like.
It's a nice round of applause from the McBain fans here, and we'll see.
Yeah. And
you can hear in the background here, Jason and I were being quiet for a moment. We're hearing Cadillac Lake Fenton score, 21-16 in the third.
Oh, little short on the pass.
Yeah,
there.
his footwork was a little off on that throw, I think, Jason. Kind of threw it as he was sliding back.
I think the receiver didn't break out of his route when he thought he was going to, so he had to hold up a little bit. But that's like one of the early season timing things that they need to hash out.
Okay, we got a whistle going on out there.
It's like an equipment issue on the nose guard for Kingsley.
So Gavin Seeland looks over to defense.
He's 2nd and 10.
For Berkmos is open. He's going to get at least the first down and then maybe 5 yards more.
Yeah, good call there. Good call, good play. Kingsley's kind of going to the prevent defense. They don't want to get burned deep, and they run a 10-yard little stop, and he hit him. Good catch, good throw.
I think gets McBain out of a little bit better field position. Now they run out this time with 3 receivers and a back, all to the far side of the field, and Berkmos over here by himself.
Oh.
That's a pretty tough call there, too. I think they're going to call a pass interference on number 5 right there.
And you hate to argue with the refs, but that guy doesn't call much all game, and
Rodenbaugh was the intended receiver, and I don't know if he was there early or not. It's pretty close. But
that's a tough
definitely going to be a penalty.
And you're out kind of on an island there, and everybody's watching, and
I think maybe they're picking up the flag here, Jason.
Yeah.
Nope, it's called.
I don't
what
know.
do we got here?
He called a pass interference, and he didn't know where it was, and now he's picked up the flag, so he didn't know where the spot is. And
Okay. Either way you slice it, it is going to be first down McBain as they move into Kingsley territory at about the 43-yard line.
Is that a spot foul? I guess I wasn't sure about that.
I don't think it is in high school.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He put it right where his flag was, which was not 15 yards, which he thought it was a 15-yard penalty. But anyways.
For Berkmos again on that quick hitter, and we got a flag behind the play.
Yep.
Not sure what happened here.
I think
maybe a holding.
Yeah. And that's the thing about officiating and coaches is end of the day you look at it and say,
yeah,
bad calls go each way. So, not that was a bad call.
Right. So that'll move McBain back.
Got to
It's
play
going to bring up another first down again, but this time it'll be 1st and 20, 25.
It's going to be 10 yards from the spot. So yeah. 1st and 26 for them.
6:18 to go. McBain trailing by 2 since early in the second quarter.
Yeah, nobody has scored in the second half here. It's almost like each team doesn't want to score, but
McBain had a chance as they.
Yep, and I thought Kingsley was marching
both
pretty
teams
hard.
got into their opponent's territory. McBain surely on the goal line, fumbling into the end zone, and Kingsley wasn't too far away themselves. A few minutes later. He's open. Just missed him.
Yeah, it's a good throw there. You know, put it in a place only he can catch it. But
He's got a definite height advantage out there.
yeah, Verberkamos got a little turned around as he was running, looking up.
That'll bring up 2nd and long for McBain.
You know, McBain's got to be careful here because if they don't want to give it back with a short field to them. Watch the screen, watch the draw here.
Well, his quarterback's going to flow to the far side. There's a flag down behind the play here. He breaks a tackle and breaks another one. We'll see what the flag is here, Jason. I thought I saw a flag fly.
There's a flag right
here. Yeah, right about the 43-yard line. We'll see what happens here.
So usually when it's here, it's a false start or illegal shift or something.
We'll see what the call is. We're going to get our signal here. It's a hold against Kingsley, a defensive hold. So we get a touchdown out of that on about a 50-yard pass play.
Yeah, even a little more, I think. I'm not sure who they called the hold on there, but they definitely did. So it is 20-16 right now. McBain is up.
Sealing to Rodenbaugh on that pass, Jason.
Yeah, it was a good. Rodenbaugh did a good job. He kept his feet in bounds.
Broke a couple of tackles, and away he went down the sideline.
So I believe it's 2016 now.
2016, they're going for two. There's a flag down again. Oh, and it's caught. That one's caught by number 24. That's George Brown, the third.
So it looks like it's going to be a holding against McBain. Yep, so they're going to come back and have to redo it. And it's going to be a 2-point conversion from about the 13-yard line.
That gives you a little more room.
Actually, it's be farther than that because it's a spot foul, so it's going to be the 16-yard line. But
both of those last two plays, Jason, even the one here with the penalty, you saw a lot of what Gavin Seelan brings to McBain. You know, extending the play just enough to get receivers open.
Yep, and speed is something you cannot coach, and as a junior, he's gaining some confidence as this game goes on, and some of the reads that he's doing are even better.
McBain with some wide splits here in the line. Throws it up high. Oh, he's got a guy open. Oh, and he did not bring it down.
Yeah.
He just couldn't come down fast enough for him.
So that was actually number 24. Is that George Brown?
George Brown, yeah.
Yep.
George Brown, the third, unable to make that catch. So that'll make it 20-16 McBain.
So good score for McBain. Kingsley's got a lot of time, though, 6 minutes left. And while we take a quick break in between our change of possessions here, let's talk about our sponsors. Our presenting sponsor tonight is Cadillac Castings. Also sponsoring tonight's broadcast is Fox Motors of Cadillac, LC Materials, McBain Family Pharmacy, Pizza Plus, and Cadillac Tires. So thank you for those sponsors. If you'd like to be a sponsor for any of the high school games tonight, you can contact the 26 Sports Station.
And give them a phone call at 577-1874, and they can set that all up. So McBain with the lead with 6 minutes to go. I think this is probably George Brown. Is that 24 out there getting ready to kick?
24 kicking off.
George Brown the third, back deep for Kingsley.
it's a half of momentums. You know,
Yeah.
Kingsley got a break when McBain fumbled at the 1, and then McBain stopped him on the 4th down, and then they came back with a couple broken plays and scored.
That's number 5 back there. That's Mullen, and there he goes. He gets out to, he's still going. And if he hadn't stepped out of bounds, he would have broke free.
So
He's close to midfield, Jason. It looked like he was down about the 30.
He's actually made it to about the 46-yard line, and there's another momentum shift right there.
He's a talented kid.
He is. He keeps his feet moving, and you know, I always worry, and I think I've said it a couple times tonight, when they run so far across the field to get to that wall that's set up. But
You'd seen McBain after their first couple of scores. They did not kick to him.
Yep.
And this time they did, and Mullen did what he does. Got a lot of speed.
Where do you want me to kick it, Coach? Anywhere but to him.
So into zone. Hands this one off on the counter.
And you know, and speaking for Kingsley here, they don't have to hurry, but they do need to get up and going because they got 5 minutes left. And
Caballero with that carry for maybe 4.5, 5 yards.
Yep, 24, George Brown on the tackle there.
McBain.
There it is.
Yep.
You know, they've been timing that
They've
up all
been
night.
timing it. Yep.
And that's good coaching, you know,
Sure.
like, hey, let's take it, get 5 free yards here, and probably more important to keep them back.
Don't think he's going to have the first down, though. They're going to be
think
second
he's
down
short.
in a little bit.
A lot more manageable, though, isn't it? So that actually starts the clock, though, so.
5:15 to go, 20-16. McBain has just taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback pass, here you go.
Looks like it's complete.
Yep, and he's going to have the first down. You know, it's a pretty safe call there when it's 2nd and short, because if he doesn't get it.
That's Ian Suso with that catch. 6'4", 240-pounder. Go to one of your seniors late in the game like that. Good idea.
Yep, and they've executed the fakes all night, so now it pays off. And man,
40-yard line?
Their
Is that
splits
what that is?
are, I think so. Their splits are tight. Little dump pass there. He made a great catch.
So who makes that catch?
I think it's Sousa
again.
83.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, Intisol was just waiting for him to get open.
So did they give him the first down?
Yeah, they had to have. He was.
Yeah, they're moving the chains.
You know, in both the last 2 plays, they've ran to the short side of the field, so they've seen something where they feel they can gain a few yards on that side against McBain. Maybe McBain stacking the wide side a little. But 4:30 left and 1st and 10. Ball's on the 30-yard line.
Right up the middle. Looks like he's got about 4 more yards there, Jason.
Yeah, there were a couple of McBain guys that ran right past him. So that was
Caballero.
Caballero, yeah.
Just a quick hitter up the middle.
And he'll take 5 yards.
So Kingsley's driving here as we get
There he
under
goes again.
4. And did they get McBain again on that?
They did, and it's going to be close to a first down. I don't think it could be, but.
One of the things we can't tell from up here if that's in the zone using a little voice inflection.
You know,
they changed the snap count a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he's got to do too much other than go on a different something than 1 because they're timing it pretty well. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. It was not a first down.
Kind of where we were just a few moments ago.
Yep. Hey, watch for something outside on this side or a counter play.
right up the middle again, and that's easily a first down right there. Looks like just inside the 15-yard line.
Yep. Now if you're Coach War, you want to score, but you don't want to score too fast.
Bonico with the tackle of the Mullen carry there.
That's probably why he's keeping it up the middle.
Yep.
Just pound, pound, pound.
It's been an impressive drive here from Kingsley, answering right back that.
Well, when you get a good kickoff
return
like that, you get
yeah.
pretty excited. Ooh, I think
we got whistles there. McBain calls the timeout on that. Okay.
Yep.
3:02 to go. We have a McBain timeout. They are up by 4, 20-16. Jason, you want to read off our crew and our sponsors there while we're at this timeout?
Absolutely. Our crew tonight is Director Heather Stilson, Kaylee Buck, Wyatt Van Dynen, Rain Johnson-Hill, and Morris Langworthy all working tonight. So great job, guys, in the truck and on the cameras, and thanks for all you do. Our sponsors tonight is Cadillac Castings is our presenting sponsor, along with Fox Motors of Cadillac, LC Materials, McBain Family Pharmacy, Pizza Plus, and Cadillac Tire.
If you're watching the game tonight, our truck heads out tomorrow night to Mesick. Jeff Castillo will be bringing you the Mesick versus Pickford opening night of 8-man football for those two schools. Next week, we are back here in McBain for one of our ball games. That is Morley coming to McBain, and we're also in Lake City next week with Lakeview making the trip north to visit Lake City. So what would you call it here, Jason?
Well, it's you got 3 minutes left, and you got first down. Ball is at the 15-yard line, and like I said, I mean, you know, it seems like Kingsley's front line is kind of having their way a little bit. So I guess I would stay with up the middle.
Keep it up the middle, yep.
Yep, and
until they stop it.
If it takes, I mean, they're in 4-down territory, so
he's going to keep it. So in the zone keeps that one.
Like I said, right
goes
up
to the far side. And do we have a flag on the play?
I think so, and I think it's
going
to be some verbal.
In the zone was maybe out of bounds at 5.
Yep, and it's I think it's going to be on McBain.
Okay.
Almost looked like something verbal out there. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Yep.
Oh.
You know, and that's going to be half the distance of the goal, automatic first down.
Yep.
That's the second.
That's a tough
penalty
one
tonight. Yep. And he's like, "It wasn't me, coach. I didn't say it."
So first down from about the 4, almost the 5-yard line here. 2:54 to go. Kingsley's down by 4. And now I'm not sure what we have going on there, Jason. A little discussion between two officials.
Well, I think they have to mark it as who had the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay. Yeah, he's putting it on the card.
If they get 2 of them, they probably are ejected.
So Kingsley rehuddles in the zone as he's been all night long behind center.
Now they're going to pound it up the middle.
They go to Mullen, and I think he gets in. Mullen gets in with 2:48 to go.
So that's our first Kingsley score of the second half, and they answer McBain's score. They are now up 22-20, which they would probably go for 2 right here.
So Mullen starts to drive out with that big kick return, almost to midfield, and he gets the 4-yarder to finish it off.
He's a fast runner. He's a strong runner, and Reminds
And
me of the Lake
like
City.
you said, that Kingsley offensive line is just looking pretty strong right now.
Yep.
So they're going to go for 2 here. See what they do. And
Quarterback keeps it and
he
throws it.
throws it, and he's open.
got it,
He's
yeah.
got it. Nice sliding catch right there. See if we can get a number on that. 46. Is that what that is, Jason?
I think so.
Is that 40? Joe Lewis? I bet you that's who that was, 40.
Yep, Joe Lewis, number 40. Play action pass, and he rolled out and made a nice catch, almost laying on the ground. So, and as we go back, McBain has plenty of time.
Yep.
2:48. They got Verberkamos and Rodenbaugh and obviously the speed of Seelan.
Yeah,
they got a lot of weapons.
They got Barton. He's a good-sized receiver. We'll see what happens, though, off the kickoff. Sometimes that makes a big difference.
Looks like Seelan is back there to return kicks, which he has been.
So Sealand is back.
Yep. And
I think that's number 8 also back there for McBain, which is Auden Ealing. And is that 30, 35? Yep. And that's Logan Vandenbos.
they actually switch sides there. They want Vandenbach to end Sealing.
Caballero with the kicking duty here. Good catch on the switching sides there, Jason. Oh, you got all of that one.
Lots of time. Good catch. Oh,
Good run. He's going to be brought down right at the 30. So McBain is 70 yards away from pay dirt, trailing by 4 with 2:41 to go.
so they have a couple options here. They can try to, pick away with throwing it, or they can. Successful play for them has been a quarterback draw, quarterback keep, quarterback read. But I have a feeling they're going to Verberkamos and
Rodenbaugh.
Nope.
And McBain runs a no-huddle offense, so they can get to the line a little bit quicker, get a playoff. So they got a lot of time.
88 Barton is a good receiver too.
And his knee was down as soon as he caught it.
That's a tough play. You only get 4 or 5 yards, and the clock moves. And
sometimes that's a setup play for the next one, which is a give and go,
Yep.
Caballero's in charge of guarding him. Nice job by Sealand to extend the play. Then he throws it. Almost.
That's a dangerous pass to throw there. It's also dangerous when you get linemen out in space like that. They get a lot of holding calls. But clock stop.
2:13.
2:13 left. Clock stop. It's important to get a first down here. You have 4 downs to get it.
Can hear the Kingsley coaching staff talking about Nathan Ames out there on the field. Got a little cramp going on. See if they sub for him here. So 3rd and 9 here.
Big penalty there.
Yep. Brings the ball back to just about where they started this possession at, the 30-yard line.
Yep. And you don't have to get it all. You can get most of it back. You're all right.
This is where the McBain offensive line has to give Sealand a little bit of time here to find some things. For Verberkamos, he's going to be short because of that penalty, Jay. He's going to be short by about a yard.
Yep, 4th and 1. Now, They did not get out of bounds. So
Nope, he did not get out of bounds. McBain's already used one timeout this half.
Down to 1:50 on the clock.
Big play right here. Get to the line quickly. We get a timeout. Kingsley. McBain comes out with a different look right there. Kingsley wants to.
Yep. And if you're smart out of McBain, you'll change the play now and call something else. They were struggling to come up with a play right there. So 1:38 left. Kingsley up 24-20 on McBain. McBain has the ball at their own 39-yard line, and it is 4th and 1. So this is pretty much the game for McBain. If they don't get a first down here, Kingsley will take over on downs and probably be able just to take a knee.
Both teams scored 3 touchdowns here tonight, Jason. The difference in the game is Kingsley's converted on all 3 of their 2-point conversions, and McBain on only 1.
Yeah, and that's a huge thing in high school sports in high school football is if you have a kicker that can kick, and if you don't have one, do you have some good plays that you can run to score? I mean, you know, it's funny in Pop Warner, if you kick it, it's 2, and if you run it in, it's 1. So if you have any kind of kicker in 6th grade, coach him up.
That's right. So we've got the big play to game right now, 4th and about half a yard or so. McBain in their own territory needing to convert as they trail by 4. There's the pitch and go. He's open. He's out of bounds, though.
No flag.
Well,
so there it is.
I tell you what, that's a gutsy call on 4th and a short. He was open.
Yeah.
The ball just sailed out of bounds a little bit.
That's a tough play to make, and you almost have to. That's a tough route to run when you run right up the sidelines. It's got to be a perfect throw. Sometimes there's a play you can run out of a slot a little bit to give them a little
more room.
A little more room.
Yep. Yeah, that's short side of the field. That's a tough play. So Kingsley will take over on downs with 1:32 to go and a 4-point lead. McBain with just 2 timeouts. We'll see what happens here. Kingsley's in pretty good control here, but this is high school football, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen. And it actually, this game could have gone either way tonight. It was pretty tight in the first half, but couple tough penalties by McBain.
Yeah, and a fumble on the 1-yard line going in to score.
So kind of self-destructed there. So McBain will use
they use their second timeout.
I believe it's their second, yep.
So 2018 looks to be like Kingsley's going to start out with a 1-0 record. McBain will fall to 0-1.
You want to read our sponsors for the final time
Yeah,
tonight,
why don't
Dan?
you do that?
So our presenting sponsor tonight is Cadillac Casting, so thank you to them, along with Fox Motors of Cadillac, LC Materials, McBain Family Pharmacy, Pizza Plus, and, of course, Cadillac Tire.
And, well, if you're McBain, you got to hope for a mistake.
Yep. And
Kingsley, they're just going to hold on to the ball. I'd give it to Mullen. I don't think I'd trust too many other players with it.
Yeah.
He's pretty.
Or the way it is.
Keep it sealing himself.
I don't necessarily know if you even need to get a first down here.
Nope.
It probably would help, but keep it a quarterback sneak. Just get it up there. And
yeah, not sealing into zone, I mean. But
obviously, with the first down, the game's over, but
you just want to get that other timeout out of their hands for sure.
And that you can tell Kingsley had a little more senior leadership tonight, maybe, and you can tell they stuck with it. In the fourth quarter, they did not get as tired, maybe, as McBain.
So Kingsley comes out of the timeout as their play set up. We got a couple of guys going back out, a couple coming in.
Yeah, maybe trying to get a couple subs in here. You know, you want to reward those guys that work hard in practice, and it helps your season go better if you have a good practice squad. So get those guys in. I don't know if this would be the absolute best time to get them in, but certainly sometime this game.
Right up the middle. There he goes. That's a smart tackle right there as he tried to rip that from him. And he comes up with the ball. Verberkmos came away with that ball. I don't know, Jason, what the call is there. If they called him down or if he took it from him on the tackle.
They're asking him, was his knee down? I don't know if we can get a replay on that or not, but
Payson Caballero breaks free. Garrett Verberkmos runs him down, tries to strip him on the tackle. With 1:19 to go, we'll see what happens here. First down, McBain. 1:19 to go. But a pile of yards away from the end zone.
So, hey, like you said, high school sports, never count them out. So, a minute 19 left, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for McBain. Looks like the ball is at the 4-yard line. They'll have to go 96 yards in a minute 19.
That's a smart play by Garrett Verberkmos. You know, just the tackle doesn't do anything, and he goes in with the idea of stripping that from him, and is successful. That ball had some mustard on it.
Yep. So 2nd and 10. Hey, you know, this is where Kingsley goes to the kind of prevent defense.
Yeah.
Bring in a couple more safeties. You still want to get pressure on the ball because you don't want him to have all day, which he's been pressured most of the time. That was a pretty impressive throw. I mean,
yeah.
He's got a good arm. 2nd
down and 10. That's that one where he's rolling to that.
Yeah, they've
offside for him too.
About 4 times tonight, and they must feel he can throw that, which obviously he can, but sometimes with the pressure he can't get his shoulders squared up.
So here we go. Quick throw up the middle. That's Vandenbos, 35 with that carry.
Gives him a little breathing room. Clock's going to stop here. 1:05 left. Coach is going to get a play called pretty quick, and this is where, you know, the home team chain gang takes their time.
Yeah. And the ball's put into play. It's just an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
I think he just kind of threw to the empty space there. 50.3 to go.
That's a tough play. He threw it 30 yards, running to his left across his body. You know, you don't practice a lot of trick plays, reverse, things like that, but if you got one.
Little hook and ladder.
Yep, might not be a bad time to try it.
Yep. Quick throw out here to Verberkmos and see if he pitches it back to somebody. That's a nice catch on that pass because that was a really short, not pass on that snap. That was a short snap.
Yeah.
That'll bring up 3rd down. Uses another 7 seconds of the clock.
Yeah, you know, you got lots of time here. I mean, you can still, you don't have to go for the home run ball still.
You got to get your 1st down now.
And you got to get out of bounds because I don't think they have any timeouts left. Is that right, or one maybe?
They might still have one. 3rd down here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, cushion. We don't need no double moves here.
Out and up on this side. He's going to just throw it up.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, what a nice play. He was holding on to him. It was leaning on him.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Before the ball.
No, that's a
before
good
the ball
call.
got there, he had him.
Yep.
And I know you don't want to hear that as Kingsley coach, but I believe it was the right call. He had him.
Well, that's just such a tough matchup for
Well, if they called the other one, they probably gotta
Caballero.
call that,
He's given up 6 inches for Berkmos. And that's all that is just throw it up in the air and let my guy get it.
Berkmos ran a out and up.
Now what do we got? Is it a McBain penalty here?
No. He made a mistake. It's holding on Kingsley.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so they got it right now. Let's see what they do.
So it's not going to be it is going to be a first down.
Yeah, it's got to be a first down.
It is.
Kingsley calls timeout. 36.8 to go. Well, sooner or later, McBain's got to get a big play here, Jason.
Yep. Double pass, something that, I don't know about Kingsley calling timeout here to give him time to draw up something.
Even if it's a sealant, letting him keep it.
Yeah,
throwing something different at him. Yeah, he's got enough speed where, if he can get through that initial line of scrimmage.
Well, and it's either that or running out or something where they can get out of bounds and stop the clock. But so it's 1st and 10 for McBain at the 40-yard line.
These last 4 or 5 minutes been a long time.
Past your bedtime, isn't it?
Not yet. So in case you missed it, McBain started the game with the opening possession, drove the length of the field and put it in the end zone. Got a 2-point conversion. They were up 8-0. Kingsley comes right back to tie it at 8. Camera 3 is getting a shot of the crowd here. Nice shot of the McBain fans right there. McBain took the lead again in the first quarter. Did not convert on the 2-point conversion. Kingsley came back and did. So 16-14 was the halftime score and the end of the third quarter score. But a lot of action here in the fourth. He did not catch that. McBain here in the fourth quarter driving. Has a nice catch and run, and as he's diving for the end zone, McBain player fumbled. Kingsley recovered it in the end zone. But a couple of minutes later, McBain does score and jumps up by 2. Kingsley comes right back down, punched it in for their third touchdown and 2-point conversion, and they're up 24-20 right here. Jason will give you all the who's and what's on all those scorings here in the game recap.
About 32 seconds away, and McBain is 2nd and 10 from the 40. Number 24, George Brown in motion, and he's gonna.
He threw it too far.
Yeah.
Threw it too far. And he's got an arm when he wants to, though. What do we got? 23.8 to go.
23 seconds left. McBain, two plays remaining unless they get a first down. But they also have the quarterback draw. They have some things. They don't have to throw it so far.
You can see Sealand's escapability on display on that last play right there. Third and 10 from the 40-yard line. I think from about the 50 in, maybe the 45 in, the Sealand's arm can reach the end zone.
Yep, that's kind of all you're hoping for is to get a shot down there.
Kingsley blitzes here. Ian Sousa with that tackle right there.
You can't kill it here. This is 4th down.
Yeah, this is 4th down.
No
4th and 15. Oh. Barring a penalty, this could be it. And it's incomplete. No flags.
No flags.
Kingsley will walk away with a big W. Oh, that is the end of the game, actually. There's zeros on the clock. Jason, 24-20. Kingsley with an exciting first win of the season, first night of the season.
You know, and both teams fought pretty hard in the fourth quarter, and you could tell in the third quarter that both teams made adjustments at halftime to kind of combat the other offense, and made for a good ending with a couple turnovers inside the 5-yard line in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. So it was a great ball game. Kingsley walks away with the win tonight. McBain with a tough loss. We're going to take a short break, and then Jason and I will be back with a little game recap for you. We're hoping you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of high school football here from McBain here on 26 Sports and CCTV. We'll be right back.